Hello, KA. When not even the hubby is on yet. There he is. Now he's on. Yes, the COVID is gone. No more COVID. And I keep thinking I can talk. I swear I was fine in Papa Cat's office. So, hello, Lupita. How are you today? I had to put them on. I knew I had them somewhere. They're like sitting on a something somewhere. I had to put them on because it's Easter. So that and Natalie did a really cool one this morning of her on the phone talking to somebody who was in a cult. It was the Easter Bunny. It was awesome. Was sitting waiting. I'll be here for 15 minutes. So then in and out. Okay. Yeah, Papa Cat will be holding the reins. So even though his COVID probably isn't gone yet, but he acts like it is. So what do we have to talk about today? Oh, there's a reason. Maybe I should wait for a little while to show why I have a shirt that goes all the way up. I don't have a note to save my life. I was done an hour before I was supposed to be, which is hilarious. I should have went to the pharmacy then, but didn't realize it till it was like 2:15. I was like, oh, great. So I always get that weird thing that they're not receiving data for my stream at the very beginning all the time. So now I'm watching Cheryl's Clearwater feed while I'm talking to you guys. Because I figured, why not? It's interesting. And to see what it's going to be like when I get off or when I can start showing up in San Francisco again because God, yeah, I'm going to do it. I can't wait. So if Papa Cat's on the non tomorrow, then I'll just take him and put him in the car so we can watch. So I am doing a lot better. I'm still getting weak as hell. I didn't know that getting dressed was so hard on your body. So yeah, it's like, it makes me really tired. And then I came in here, got all set up and went, wait a minute, it says 1:56. So I really don't have that much to say today, which is really weird for me because Lord knows I don't know how to shut up. Um, what was I doing earlier? Um, watching the usual Scientology. Um, Natalie's Scientology. The thing she was talking about looked really familiar, and might have been one of the reasons I thought that the Scientology research I had done had been wrong because it was very fluffy, um, and had things like um illustrations. It reminded me more of um cartoons. So you know how it is. But yeah, no, nothing's really going on today except for the usual. I've heard that the youngins are going to be doing more of the going in and out, which is good. Um, I'm gonna have to. I had to turn it off. I was getting too distracted. Okay, Lupita, now I have two people. Oh, let's see. What should we talk about today? The fact that some people aren't getting their Social Security payments. The fact that People aren't, was it New York is not getting their payments or their needed things to keep going with their social services. That Head Start is going to be taken back. If you turn a country stupid and malnourished, they get angry. So if I was them, I wouldn't do that. Um, it's not good for them. Mhm. I I really don't have much to say today. It's really weird. Give me ideas. Give me an idea. Give me something to like grab on and run with. I don't know. Meow. I am completely lost. I am just not even with it right now for some reason. And considering I'm feeling better and I'm caught up, food. Why food? Oh, no, it's not mine. It's like I can't talk about food. I don't even like food anymore. Animals. That helps. No. That I still want a husky? At church this morning, I got the giggles. That rocks. I remember doing that as a kid and having my grandmother the grip on the knee. That's what you used to get. You get the grip on the knee, and it's like, not loving anymore. Are you doing the 3-day church thing? I remember those. All we're missing now is the Vatican. But it's Friday. Friday's usually a slow day anyway for some reason. Well, I know why. Because I know it's Good Friday. Trust me. It's a very Good Friday. It's okay Friday. Yes, no, I know it's Good Friday. It's the greatest hits weekend. And as a ex-Catholic, I can say that for some reason we always say that we can make fun of our own religion when we're exes. I don't know why. So I sort of heard about the Grant Cardone thing, and I guess he wants us to mention his name so he can get trolled more. I don't know. So I said his name over next. I hear children in the alleyway. Glad I don't have the window open. That's good. Maybe they had today off. Um, Except I swear to God, they're playing with like metal trash cans. We don't have metal trash cans. We have plastic ones. Let's do the earth a good turn and let's lose more plastic. So it's very weird. Just today and Sunday, my hubby is in the choir. That's definitely cheating. Hello, big giant head. I have no purpose and point today for some reason. I've been sitting here too long or something. I don't know. So if you give me something to talk to before returning back to Cheryl or Aaron, it's like I thought Natalie was hard to like do something at the same time, but Cheryl and Aaron, 15 minutes in, okay, I'm done. Bye. Ooh, it's going to be a long one. It's only 9. And I looked at it. I never look at the timer. Maybe I'm excited about going outside because I can now that I'm cootie-less. I would say that's probably it. I'm hoping there are hot dogs at Walgreens so we can have macaroni and cheese and hot dogs because it's always, a good thing to do. Because I don't want to go anywhere else. It's bad enough I'm going to have to wear one of my Hello Kitty masks. I am not going to wear gloves, but I will not touch anything that anybody else touches. So, it's emoji time for Papa Cat, that's for sure. And he has to pay attention since he will be the only one. Now I can tell. Yeah. Now I tell everybody who wants to harass me, he's the only one doing moderating at the mark of 15. So he's, I thought that was pie for a second, and I'm like, "Why is he putting pie?" Ha, he likes pie. And yes, he is legitimately working, but I don't think they're gonna mind that he takes an hour off right now, considering he should not be working. So they said, but we're as like part of the nation that San Francisco or Silicon Valley is been slower to get back to work. No, they've just been slower to get back on campus. So everybody works, and a lot of tech people don't know what a 9 to 5 job is and never have. So, unless you belong to someone where they like make you do certain things, and that would be like Meta or something where you have to like physically clock in and clock out with your laptop. So it's like, no, no, they aren't coming in. He's worked from home all week. His only day off was Tuesday. No, it wasn't. What day did you take off this year? Or this week? Tuesday. Oh, he did take Tuesday off. Okay. I thought he worked half a day on Tuesday. That's when he realized he had COVID. So, yeah, the natural work week in Silicon Valley doesn't exist. And if somebody says it, they get laughed at basically. So, it's like, you're working? Okay. What time is it? Midnight. Okay. Grew up that way. So, I had thought of something just a second ago and I completely forgot. Florida looks so pretty when it's on the television. You don't think that if you went there, you wouldn't be able to breathe. Hello, antics. I couldn't. I always, when I see them doing the Friday, I always want to go there. And then the other half hits me of New Year's Eve in Miami. If it's supposed to be the coldest part of the year and it's still hot as heck, no. Hi, Cobilf. I saw you on Cheryl's. Yes, I saw you on Cheryl's. Um, because I was watching them before, because I was here an hour before I should be. I think that's what confused me. So I had nothing ready to talk about because I was just like watching other things. But I have 7-year-old people now. I guess I can show you. There's a reason I'm wearing this shirt. Just a flash, because I don't want to get it dinged. See that? You should see the rest of it. I picked up a supermodel, chucked her a little too far over my shoulder so I couldn't get her to balance correctly, and then let her jump on the bed right here. I have nice, horrible scratches right here. So, and I know that YouTube does not like stuff like that. So I wore a band shirt from a friend of ours, who another friend of ours um, plays for when they need a guitarist. So, oh God, Adam, it should be like the first thing you say. Okay, now I'm on live chat. See, Fuzz is chasing rock stars. Cricket's not feeling very well right now. Dawn is getting used to her new job, and KA is going to probably be having to check out to go like do some school stuff. So we'll have Papa Cat as a full-time moderator right now. So that's the way the moderation system goes. What? Make sure to turn on top chat. Not everything is worth seeing. Well, I have to now because now I have to figure out how to get rid of people. Let's see. No, that didn't do it. Good. It didn't do anything, Lupita. I got kicked out of um I got kicked out of Cheryl's by accident earlier. Someone even said it. What happened to brain fog? And they were like, "Oh, I got rid of them or I did that by accident," and I just said LOL, turned it right back on. Um, Pop Chat misses all the good stuff like Adam's mustache man comment yesterday. I was in old chat yesterday, wasn't I? Oh, it was an old Tifa, not brain fog. He's still got COVID, so that's his excuse. I have no clue why I have leopard ears that I've lined in black sequins. I mean, leopard ears, yep, the black sequins, I don't know. Maybe I had to wear it at club one year, probably. So, all I have is a white tail, and I don't know where the tail is. One of the few things, my mother was very possessive about her tails. I have a long leopard one. She made me a semi-leopard tail that I think I finally got rid of, but when my mom passed away, I took the tail, never and ran with it. And then a black velvet tail, but black cat. She was assorted things for Halloween, and that tail is perfect for if I'd have to work at club. Put on the ears. I have ears. Put on the ears. Put on the tail. Wear a black outfit. There I go. And put um button thread with spirit gum here, and then do the tip of my nose. Perfect. Get away with it every time. Because most of the time anyway, I'd have to wear a coat. So, because I wouldn't go to club on my own on Halloween. Oh my God. Yeah, you think Mardi Gras is bad? Go somewhere where goth people are on Halloween. So, I'm sitting here, I think, getting adjusted to the fact that I don't have COVID anymore, which is a really strange thing to contemplate. I think that's probably why I'm just like with the complete ideas in my world. Um, I'm like looking around going, where can I get an idea? Where can I get an idea? Oops. We've had a problem. We have a unicorn down in a dumpster fire. I think I need to work on the camera. I noticed that yesterday that it kept like adjusting my coloring. So I should probably sit this evening when I'm tired, have nothing better to do instead of watching reaction videos to watch how to fix my coloring adjustment on the camera and or prism. I had the coloring perfect and then I moved right before the see you can see this. Right before the stream started. So this is not the color I started with. It was actually a different color because this is really bright because the windows are open. I don't like the curtains closed. It's weird. Yeah. So, which probably gets my neighbors really interested in what I'm doing because doing Ultifa yesterday, I had the curtains pulled back halfway on one of the windows, the window that's in here, and you can see through the sheer at night. So I'm sure they're just like, great, she's a YouTuber. So hey, there you go. So this weekend, no, I will not be going to any of the protests tomorrow because Papa Cat is not well enough, and I've got to work on Monday. Give more people more no, I'm not COVID. So I've got to go to work on Monday, so I've got to be rested, I guess you could say. So no walking with crowds tomorrow. I would love to know where I got the COVID from because I got it before last weekend. I got it Thursday, Wednesday night. It's when I thought I had a cold. So no, last weekend nothing happened. Okay. So I could have gotten it from anything last weekend before last then. I could have gotten it from March. I could have gotten it from the antique fair. And then whatever I did on Friday, I could have got it from. So it just shows lots of people, big crowds, wear a mask. Don't not wear masks. I'll be wearing masks a lot. I'm glad I have a lot of them still. I was picking on myself because I thought I would have too many Hello Kitty masks. Nope, do not. So let's see what's going on today. People are protesting. Oh God. Natalie showed this morning Jessica doing a Xeno Bless. Oh, I so want to steal that. she was telling people that, and she was walking around in a Holly Hobby outfit. Or actually, I thought more Little House on Prairie than Holly Hobby and walking up to people. And I have what I call my Easter dress. Um, and if I put my bangs up and hide the extensions, do my makeup differently, I could probably pull it off being someone completely different. Because I've also dropped 20 pounds since the last time they've seen me. So I'm almost up to 35. So, oh, and my computer needs to be updated. Oh, yeah. Which would make sense because if anybody knows the update this last weekend, it's been crap ever since. I have had a huge lag on all of my PCs. So they're starting to update them again, probably because whatever they did last time messed it up. So it must have been like a big update that they made, or they're still doing a big update and they're not making it, they're making it like it's no big deal. You can usually tell because there's so many fixes after that. So we'll see if the lag gets better. It's been driving me bonkers. Oh, you get used to having a system move in like a certain time range, and then it changes and it's all technology. So how can you bitch about it? Because, it wouldn't even be here, blah, blah, blah. But no, you can't. That's my point of view. No, you can still bitch about technology, okay? Because it's like they get you used to something and then they change your mind. Sort of like Scientology. Except we don't have to pay for these updates. We usually don't have to pay for a big update. We just have to pay in the fact that they don't do updates on your old computers. Then you have to buy a new one because all it does is break down after that. So it's a technology Scientology thing. That's what PCs are about. Aren't Macs the same way? Hell, don't you have to just buy a whole new computer? I like that. A technology Scientology. You would figure they all do it. We just haven't noticed because, it's not every time you talk to somebody who you're not supposed to talk to. Or every time you get like an add-on on a phone somewhere, and that if it's the wrong kind of add-on, you don't get, it wipes out your update and you're stuck having to fix the whole thing over and over again. So I think well, I'm also a lot more paranoid than your average person. So I do not play with a lot of stuff when it comes up to like putting add-ons and things in, even though my front page of my phone is like completely cluttered, and uh my friends say I give them anxiety attacks because I have like 10 rows with 10 different things on it and this way too, and a widget up there. And friend of mine said she grabs my phone for some reason, then just looks at it and goes, "Oh my God, I can't deal with that." I'm just like, Look at me. Of course I'd have like a home page that crazy on my phone because it's the thing I use the most. So on my PCs, for some reason, I don't have that. Used to be full of a lot of stuff too, but I don't use them as much, I think. Um, my iPad is used a lot more in a recreational sense, so it's got a bunch of junk on it too. So I wonder if that means that I consider my phone a piece of recreation. Definitely do. I don't take it as seriously as most people do or should or not. I don't know. It could be the tree hugger in me. Who knows? So yeah, um, I was watching Natalie's thing about the warning that they get when people walk up. So now it's going to be real fun trying to figure out how to walk up there because from what I can tell until recently, um, somebody was watching my stream because the last couple of times I walked from like around a corner, the shears were closed, and I always blame my invisible rocker friend who what's the group? What's the group the rocker guy belongs to? The one who doesn't film. In San Francisco. In San Francisco.
San Francisco.
The guy who isn't in the big band but was in the band before that. Wow, he's really sick. He doesn't understand damn thing I'm saying.
Yeah.
Uh, um,
Much
Metallica?
Scientology guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What band was
He was
he?
in Exodus,
Exodus, right.
which is
Right.
before he joined Metallica.
Right. So the Exodus guy, I always thought it was him coming by because he comes by and he doesn't like film or anything. He just comes to say hi, we're watching.
Just
And
moving.
yeah, just to poke them
Anonymous.
anonymously, silently. So I assumed that that's what they were doing for the past, like maybe a week before I was not being able to go there all the time. So no, what I think maybe now is that they're watching my stream because I'm always streaming before I walk up to the door.
Yeah.
So yeah, so now I'm going to start figuring out how to perfectly get it to where it starts when I'm walking across the street to watch them close it.
Show up in person. Steve.
Hi, Dusty, where are you? Hi, Don. Oh, are you here to moderate Missy?
Can't surrender your wrench once you have it. It stays with you.
Oh, I know, but if she's just coming in to say hi, or if she's coming in to like, um,
Carry on.
good, Kay, hi. Well, I don't see anything. Why don't I see anything? What?
Steve live. He's on with you as well. Dusty.
Ah, okay, that's what it was. I wasn't loading.
See chat messages?
Yeah.
Kidding.
Well, no, I caught up with them because I was wondering. I'm like,
Not right.
I haven't looked at it yet. You know, when he has one up on me, there's something wrong. Dove, okay. Hi. Hi, Dove. Hi, Don. Hi, little brother. I love you too, little brother. Um, yes, my one of my mods is back. Um, I know you're in Florida already. I thought you were running late. That's why it was like that's what I should do next Friday is have you guys up on the television or on here and just sit there and talk to you guys while they do that. Oh, you're at work. Okay. Are you popping up later? Please promote yourself. Um, so let's see. You need a distraction. Yes, you do. Oh, you want a distraction? Look. Birdie did that. I had her too high up on my shoulder. And when I chucked her to the bed, she just grabbed on. Peggy Fleet. Oh my God. Ah. So, yes, I was talking about that since they're actually making an effort in LA again because they're coming out, which means they might be coming out to San Francisco, and they started doing it before I couldn't go there anymore because I would show up and the shares would be up already. And I figured it was my Exodus dude coming to, do a poke and leave. Then I started thinking maybe they're on my feed. So because you figure they've got to be watching my feed, I'm the only one there. So, just because they're bored and it's your turn, you're the bad one. You have to go watch her feed today. Ah, ah. The last straw I ordered a calzone spinach and the pizza place just called and said they're out of spinach. I finally righted my chair after throwing it early. Oh my God, dear, you are having a day, definitely. Sorry. I didn't mean to. But I can see your face. It's sort of like Papa Cat's when he was like, "You're going out. We can eat now." And I'm like, "Yeah, and if Walgreens has hot dogs, we'll have macaroni, cheese, and hot dogs." And he just gave me that look like, okay. Oh, so does private reaction videos. Oh my God, wouldn't that be so funny if there was somebody doing some like clandestine reaction videos? That would be so cool. I know. Um, I'm trying to think because I would love to do reaction videos on Natalie because it's just so much fun doing them here. When she did the Easter Bunny today, it made me smile so big because it was like I caught what cult he belonged to. It was Peter Cottontail. His name was Peter Cottontail. Right before he said his name, I was like, "Oh my God, that's the Easter Bunny." And I was like, "I would love to do reaction videos to like Natalie." So much fun. Maybe just reaction snippets, things that make me laugh. I should do like reaction bits too. That would be cool. Scientology doesn't have enough people for live chat. Oh my God, that's so funny. So yeah, no, I could legitimately say that Natalie threw off my day today and I have anything to talk about because I was very happy for 2 hours. There's how long it took from Peter Cottontail to when I turned on my camera. Like, that's why I had nothing to talk about because it was like all I had in my head was Peter Cottontail on the phone in his white bunny outfit, just going, "I'm in a cult." So everybody remember to go watch Natalie whenever you can. Even today, go watch hers today. It's just freaking hilarious when when her phone rings. So I figured it out from context. Ah, yeah, the autocorrect in our head. Yeah, I do that too. See, this is what happens. I have a big head, and so it goes in the back, and I have to remember not to mess with it because all I do is when it hits the spots right above my ears, it gives me a headache. So I'm just afraid because I'm always putting my head forward and it's just going to be from there. So Peter Ryan Cottontail, I don't get it. Oh. Oh my God, it's cult concert night in Cultwater. Who's gonna I swear to God, my mother's favorite holiday was Easter.
First up was like a bumblebee.
Yes. He's a spring bunny from 2008, Godiva. So he is a bumble bunny. For the spring. Whoops, I just broke something. Yeah, but that's okay because obviously Birdie, he's covered in cat hair too. So because Birdie rests her head on him. So yes, I have a lot of bunnies. It's not here. They must be in boxes somewhere. Ah. Oh, I'm going to have to finish a replay. I couldn't wake up to a mod at 7 a.m. live this morning or any other day this week, actually. My new job is really cutting into my modding hours. That's what I figured. That's why I was like, yes, she was. And she was naked. She had great blonde hair. And I had curly blonde hair like that. I'd wear it all the time, too. Ah. So, yeah, that's what I said when I was doing why my mods aren't here today. I said that you were getting used to your new job. So it's like you have 3 weeks to get used to your new job, even though they said it's probably 5. The habit book, I keep forgetting to tell Adam. Uh, it says more likely like 5 weeks, but also habits have to be something that's positive in your life. So you have to hope you get past the dopamine receptors to make it a habit. And that would explain why every time I did my bike, because I would get past the point. And I'm having a stupid feeling that I'm going to get when I go see my doctor in a couple weeks. She's going to give me physical therapy for my right leg, and I have a feeling you're going to tell me that the stair climber I have is not good. I'm just dreading it. It wasn't that expensive. It's a year old at least now, I hope. So, um, yeah, in the ears. But yeah, that's why I can't wear hair bands. I've even tried the hair bands that you like bend, they'd fly off because my head is I don't know what's up with my head, but my head is too big, definitely. And hair bands I put up with when I was a teenager because, when you're a teenager, you think you're going to have a headache for your whole life. So, yeah, fashion. You're loving it though, mainly because of the awesome people you've met so far. Cool. So that's good. You did. Okay, good. Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. Everybody, Fuzz chasing her concerts. So it's just like I was going, okay, what's going on? Because I also had to justify why maybe the mods weren't on top of things right now because Papa Cat would have been the only mod and he still has his COVID. I tested negative, so I am now COVID free. And if you ask me, yesterday I was probably COVID free or barely COVID because I took my test yesterday and by the time I got it into Papa Cat's room, it was gone. The second line. I looked it up and it said could be anything, blah, blah, blah. But it was the first time I'd ever come across a second disappearing line. So I was like, okay. So I made I tried not to be too excited about it because you never know, but it wasn't there. I even I almost whipped out like the watch or the jewelry uh thingy to check out if that line was there. So I can hear the helicopters. It's the Friday night helicopters. This is what being close enough to Oakland is. Glad I don't have the window open. I get all of plague news from Corona parents. Wrong. How do you know that was a siege? Oh, he's looking up at Flight Radar. He's like, that's a CHP helicopter. Oh God. Look it up. It's circling Jacqueline Square for some reason. That's not good. I love my city. I love my city. And did you know those of us who live in the California state that the CHP is actually state police? We didn't know that until recently because there was something the CHP needed to do. Or no, I think Oakland asked CHP to help and everybody, we all went. CHP only has limited, you can't bust us on the streets if you're not coming from the freeway. And one of the news stations went, nope, they're state police. You just didn't know that. So, yes, fun fact for living CHP, they're state police. Only in California would you not, only in California would you have a city that's also a county that's only 7 miles by 7 miles. Um, and the jails are both in the same building. As state police, it's always come off as just a bunch of, was it buff guys on motorcycles, chips. I'm sure that did great for the recruiting back then. But then you find out they're real policemen and not just freeway guys. Um, they have big old pieces of red in the middle of the Central Valley that we have to convince that what's going on right now is not good for them. Anyway, that's strike two. Why is that strike two? Oh, hon, it's not a meal. He won't eat the same thing twice in a day. Hold on a second. It's all sitting in a really weird spot. I should probably blow my nose, but I'm not going to. I can wait 20 minutes to do that. Do you know why it's circling? Local news isn't very big about reporting things that happen immediately anymore. I wonder why. Oh, what? I bet you meant now. Okay. I can picture him. Um, Everybody watched that stupid show. Even my grandmother watched that show. I used to just go, "It's not LA. What's the big deal? It's not Miami, it's not LA. Why are we watching these shows?" The 80s. So, yes, he's still circling above us, so it's either something in Jack London Square or something on the freeway in Jack London Square, since it's a CHP helicopter. But then again, it might not be an Oakland helicopter because they may not have the budget for it. Anyway, so what does anybody think about, Easter being the apocalypse? Forgot something that I got reminded this morning about the Bible thumpers in Israel, which is rather twisted. So, um, and when would the apocalypse technically start? When would, because, supposedly the orange balloon is supposed to bring out the National Guard. Really don't think the National Guard would follow him any. um, at midnight. But who's midnight? Australia's midnight? That's the one thing I'm wondering. It's like, what midnight are we going for? Um, I was worried about it at the beginning of the week, but I think I was worried about it more at the beginning of the week because I was sick. I'm going to invest in the Encyclopedia Carmona. Ah, yes, but only only the people in the suburbs get to have an encyclopedia. The mechanics of the apocalypse depend on your denomination, right? The one I was hearing today was for the Bible thumpers, the big cheese churches, whatever they are. There's one that I know of in the Bay Area. It's in Bay Area. It's in Hayward, and the only reason I know about it is because it sits at one of the junctions in Hayward. And I had noticed it for a long time, and I looked at it about a month ago and was like, "Holy crap! That place is huge. That hall is monstrous. I didn't know we had one." At Bob Wise Move, yes. So yeah, no, the thing is, about moving the American embassy to Jerusalem, is for the big game Christians. I don't even like calling them Christians. I like calling them Bible thumpers. Um, because when the apocalypse happens, the Israelites are going to be taken to hell. It's like, what the hell does that there's an app for Adam Carmona. I hope so. So yeah, no, I had heard it before, but I for some reason didn't believe it. That pretty much takes care of anything that white Jesus would have taught you, if you ask me. So I have no problem with him. I'm one of the people who believe that he was the right color and that he didn't look like Ted Nugent and that he probably did good things, but it got probably he might have existed and then they might have written books about him 400 years later and things like that. But oh, the only app I offer is a basket of mozzarella. How about fried zucchini? Fried zucchini. Oh my God. I have a Carl's Jr. near here. No, no. I can think about it, but I'd probably eat 3 pieces. So I haven't had a burrito since I got on my Wegovy. So it's like I figure if I'm gonna waste my burrito, it's gonna be on one that I can get in Oakland. in the off of food truck where supposedly the best burritos in Oakland are. It's an auspicious date, 20th April, due to all those stamps I collected in Bohemia and Monrovia. Don't particularly like celebrating someone's anti-human's birthday. Well, it wasn't. Remember, excuse me, it's Christmas, not Easter. The only reason they have it is because they were trying to take over Wiccan holidays anyway. So, doesn't yours? Oh, come on, Don. You lived up here. You know Carl's Jr. had fried zucchini. You must have never looked at the menu. Yeah, our Carl's Jr.'s have had fried zucchini since I was at least 17 years old. Um, one of the Rocky Horror houses is right next to Carl's Jr., and that's where I discovered the fried zucchini. So, well, that's the thing. I don't have problems with people's religion as long as they're practicing them the way they should be or the way that it literally says, or not practicing, or doing offshoots or something. But the pick and choose religions, I'm really not into. Ah, yes, you should look. You should definitely look. Ooh, In and Out. I could stay in line for an hour. The In and Out here is always busy. It's funny how busy it is. It's like people have never had a hamburger before. Or I could do what I always do and have a fillet of fish. It's the best time to have fillet of fish is in Catholic cities is during Lent because they're always very fresh. Carmona Maza Wisdom app. As long as they're not showing the reliefs down everybody. Yes. No, I very much believe it. Not, it's like, I've never had a problem with religious people as long as they respect the fact that I'm not. One of my favorite coworkers at work one time was a super religious person, but she didn't shove it down my throat, and we were really good friends. Because also she had to play um she'd play block for me because there was a super, super religious person that was a Bible thumper and kept trying to bring me to Jesus, and then would complain to our boss that I wasn't accepting Jesus. He got reprimanded a few times because it was also the 90s. And it was really hard to get rid of somebody because of their religion back then, especially in California. So, um, but I could tease him, and I did. Ah. In the Bible, some kids make fun of a bald guy, so God sent bears to destroy them. Ah. That neighborhood's got shrimp and fish tacos. Oh yeah, Mexican neighborhoods are great for Lent. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the safest time in the world to eat any kind of seafood are Mexican restaurants and McDonald's. It's so nuts. Yeah, well, King James version is rather strange. I don't get it. Mr. History used to release stamps that were mandatory in the sorry protectorate celebrating such dark memories. Okay. Oh, I was watching the Neil Gaiman thing today too that she was talking about, and I got I got the I'm over COVID tired paranoids for a second since Neil Gaiman's a big thing in the goth world, right? I'm like, are my friends Scientologists? I don't know it. Holy crap. How do I keep how do I open up? And then the other half of my brain went, shut up. I did. For a split second, I went, are all of my goth friends Scientologists? Oh, because he's not mentioned. It's like, people won't talk about him. They're really upset. So, and I can't bring it up because I've never liked him. So, I would love to say I told you so, but that's just me. So, I don't say anything. Um, but I wanted to so badly. But yeah, let that one run around. Did you know that goths are Scientologists because they worship Neil Gaiman? I got a bridge. It's in Arizona. Looks like one in New York. No, it looks like one in London. Yeah, yeah. And you guys can have that. You just have to go get it. That was Hadrick's territory. Oh God, what am I missing now? Like, I'm not even gonna wait. Hedri. Yeah, Jesus. Thanks. Yeah, Adam, blah. Okay, I'm back for good now. What did I miss? Jesus, fried zucchini, um, the Encyclopedia Carmona, the Bible, bears eating children, Israelis going to hell, that's all I could think of at the top of my head. Ah, there was a village called Lidas that reminds Reynard's compliance. You're just walking right out there in the nice little solar flare, aren't you? It's like, I'm not gonna sit on the computer and look all this stuff up. I've already been scared by Hydroid. So, oh, and Carmona is a side of mozzarella sticks. Forgot about that one too. So, oh, it's definitely one of those days. I cannot wait to get to the org again. My leg hurts. I have to go get adjusted before I can go to the org. So, probably wait until Monday until I can really come up the stairs. I can go down the stairs without it hurting a lot, but I still can't come really up the stairs. So, Joe, if you just noticed he was here, that looks like a hello, Nebulous. Oh, and you want to know the ultimate snub I'm getting right now is Rib Guy is hanging out with the people in Florida instead of hanging out with me, who's probably 2 miles away from him. That's how I know, I need to get my butt back out there. Don't forget, no spinach was also made me throw change. You go, girl. Just don't break any windows, they're expensive. Yeah, and Dawn was throwing chairs again. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm tired. I want to take a nap. My head hurts. I am done having everybody entertain me for the day. I will study tonight, I swear. Okay, guys, so I will see you all tomorrow. Let's see. Same club time, same club channel. Oh, and we've run out of coffee. Ah, ah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, people, I'm out of here. Yes, everybody have a good day. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the membership. and then hide all your money because you'll need it thanks to this idiot. Ciao, bellas.